What's up, everybody? Gonna bring you another review. This time of the SH Figuarts Yamcha from Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, all the Dragon Ball series. So, yeah, let's get started. First and foremost, Yamcha is bringing the new 2.0 slash 3.0 body to the game. We've got it with God Goku, we had got it with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Yamcha is the first well, not the first, because Gohan definitely had it too. But it's one of the first figures that isn't a Saiyan character to get the brand new body. Piccolo didn't get one, blah, 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 all of the good stuff. So Yamcha is the first one to the table bringing it to you. And what's cool about this is that people ask for Yamcha for a long time. He's been seen a million times. He's been shown with the various different points of hair. And the reason why that it shows this hair, and this is just my speculation and my guess, is that by the time I'm recording this, you have seen the Tamashii Nation's photos. They're redoing Goku from the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. So it makes a lot of sense to do a Yamcha now and you release one with a different head later. And I don't mean you release Yamcha with a different head. I mean, they showed off Bulma. Bulma can come with heads for Yamcha for all we know. We just don't know how it's going to happen. Point being, this is what we have now. This is the figure, and I'm going to go over it. So first and foremost, you know what to expect from the new bodies. So there's nothing particularly different here that you haven't gotten from God Goku or Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But we're going to go over that anyway. So you have Bicep Swivel. It's double jointed, as you can clearly see. Hands actually rotate all the way around. So we get all that good stuff. As you can see, Yamcha doesn't have an undershirt. So it doesn't look as non-clean as it was Goku. It's streamlined. Yamcha doesn't have an undershirt. The muscle is actually a lot bigger as well. And I'll go into that in a second compared to the guy Goku. Yamcha's sculpt is actually perfect as far as the head-wise. They've definitely nailed it in terms of getting the look down of how Yamcha looked originally in the anime. The hair is really cool, and I like it a lot, and especially because they added a ball joint to the back of his hair. So usually what I do for flowing hair or trying to get it up, I rotate it up like this, so it always looks flowing. And if you want, rotate it right back around. But it's actually on a ball joint to make sure that you don't lose articulation. So you don't have to worry about that. As far as ab crunch goes, you know it goes forward. The legs actually come up really, really high and actually go back really, really far. You can actually rotate it too because it's on a swivel. So you actually get a nice range of motion. The only thing you can't do is go out really far with the splits going outwards. And that is because, for obvious reasons, this part of the figure is actually being blocked by other points of the figure. But if you want, you can actually rotate this and go up. But just like with God Goku, what happens is it pops out. So it does make it easy to customize, but obviously bad for doing splits. Also, what's different on Yamcha, because even though you get the great leg articulation, which I absolutely love, I think it's great that they finally caught up with Kamen Rider and giving you this free form of not worrying about the leg gap. The gap was unsightly for some, while others didn't mind it at all. What's really cool about Yamcha is that he wears the slippers. It's not the boots like Goku or Gohan or Piccolo. He actually has slippers. So as you can see a little bit of the ball joint there. But it's really nice. The ankle pivot's really good. You get a free range of motion that I really enjoy because that's kind of the big deal for me. That's the make or break you. But the thing I like most is that it's actually very conclusive to Yamcha, where it has a nice muscle mass that he had at the beginning of Z before, Yamcha got bodied. But also, I really like that the belt is actually movable now. You can actually take it off as well, but I don't want to take it off because it actually took me a while to put it back on. But I like that you can actually rotate the belt all the way around as well. But I really enjoyed the fact that, before Yamcha would get bodied in the series, Yamcha was actually a really good fighter. So I'm a big fan of this. I want to do a whole bunch of pictures of him just bodying everybody, getting that revenge, boy. So as you can see, Yamcha can actually pose really well too. Stands really well. Articulation is all there. So it's really nice. What Yamcha comes with, though, is really cool. So as far as heads, you get the yelling head. You get his I'm nervous and I'm about to get my ass beat head. So this is actually really cool. And more importantly, you get the I am cool and I'm grinning Yamcha face, which is cool because Yamcha is very overconfident, and that's been a staple of the series, which is what we all enjoy and love about him. Also, what you get is the staple Ki Blast hands. You get left and right. Yamcha is actually toned a slightly darker color, so just be aware of that. But obviously, if you want to mix and match hands, it's totally fine. You actually have Ki hands, or Kamehameha hands, as you want to call them. Or in this case, it would be appropriating the Wolf Fang Fist. So it would be appropriate to actually call these Wolf Fang Fist hands. And then you have the Kami House style hands for fighting. This is also Wolfang Fist, but yeah. So as far as hands go, you don't get a ton of hands. You actually get a total of 6 outside of the fist. So that's what you'll get. And then what everybody was actually talking about is with this. You actually get a Cyberman. So this is really cool. The Cybermen actually don't do much. They don't have crazy articulation. They're like an SH Figuarts Zero with minimal points of articulation. The arms go up and down. The head can go left and right. But it's really nice that they even just threw this in. You know, it's a Cyberman. So for those of you that are going to army build this and actually build 8 million, you know, you're going to buy 8 million Yamchas to get it. This is what it's for. You know, it actually stands pretty okay. I might have to warm up my joints a little. But it actually stands pretty okay. As you can see, compared to Yamcha, he is actually exceptionally tiny, just like he was in the show. So he's pretty accurate. I think it's really cool that they gave you that. Especially because, you know, that was the height of Yamcha's fighting. It was that. It was the Saiyan saga where they fought Raditz. Where they fought Raditz, Nappa, and Vegeta. So, but I think it's really cool. I'm a big fan of the fact that we are getting other characters and not just Goku. We all know that Goku is the staple, so we are bound to get him. We are always speculating and wanting to know who else are we going to get. So it's cool to get him, and then next month we get Tien. So I'm okay with this. I'm really happy with what we got. But again, most people are going to care about stuff like shading and things like that. That kind of stuff doesn't bother me. So I understand. So compared to, I forgot his name for a second. Oh, sorry. So compared to Vegeta, he's actually quite taller. It shows. It's really cool though that they keep it pretty good with the height, especially because Vegeta's hair is at that point. I'm going to put him in the back for 1 second as I get another character. I don't know why he suddenly can't stand. Maybe it's my diorama. It might be me. Maybe I'm just crazy. I'm probably crazy. Now, here's what I wanted to talk about before with God Goku. So as you can see, Goku's muscle mass is actually slimmer and longer, whereas Yamcha's, let me get some more light on this for you guys, whereas Yamcha's muscle mass is bigger and rounder. And it's just like I pointed out with the other stuff. These are the little minute details that people kind of overlook. But it does make a difference, you know, whether you're doing a custom or whether you're doing stuff. They try to remain as accurate as can, but sometimes things slip through. But it's the little things like this that I care about. It's really cool that they added the large muscles, because in the beginning of Z, everyone had big, rounded muscles. The animation was different. It was closer to Toriyama's older style. It wasn't until towards the Frieza saga that things actually got a little different. At least that's the way I remember it as a kid. But, you know, that was like 20 years ago. So, whatever. And here he is next to Nappa, who also has the roundest muscles of them all. Shout out to my boy Round Muscles. You know who you are, boy. So as you can see, the height-wise is really there. It's really cool. Real quick, though, I'm going to compare him to other lines because I feel like I am rambling on at this point. I've gotten a little too comfortable in doing this and doing reviews. Here he is next to an articulated Icons Ninja. Stands at a pretty good height. Here he is next to a Marvel Legends Spider-Man. Stands at a pretty good height. You already saw him next to Goku. Here he is next to a SHF Kamen Rider, which is Decade. All the SHF stuff pretty much stands around the same height, so you don't have too much to worry about there. Here he is next to a DC Icons Nightwing, which is my go-to Icons guy. Yep. Overall, really enjoying this stuff. Oh, I guess I'll throw him in for giggles. Here he is next to Mayfix Batman. Overall, I'm really enjoying the new outlook on the DBZ stuff and how things are just coming full circle. We're getting the older stuff, but with newer bodies. If we had gotten this years ago, we would have complained about how they look terrible now compared to the new ones. So I'm glad we're getting them later and not never. So it's really cool. In the meantime, guys, hope you enjoyed. I am all over the place. I'm tired. Forgive me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're doing good. I hope you continue to be good. Please drink your water. Be safe out there, guys. Later.